Hi, Seafood Bob, Reflex Flow Training. Today, I'm just going to sit here in my bedroom and talk a little bit about strike enhancers. Now, first off, remember the best thing is to always have a peaceful solution to any sort of problem. Violence is always the last resort. This is just things that can help you out if you are in a situation you can't talk your way out, you can't escape. You have to protect somebody, you have to protect yourself. You know, these are things that can then help you out, little tools. Now, using an enhancer does not do the work for you. You still have to know the techniques, you still have to know how to fight, but they will help and they will enhance what you're doing. So one of the first things you want to know is you still want to tuck your chin, have your shoulders up, keep your hands out in front, your elbows in, practice boxing and jabs and slaps and that sort of stuff. Also practice grabbing for your pocket, or finding a place where you can get to whatever sort of enhancing tool you need or you're going to use in a bad situation. Okay, first one coming up here. Right here this is a steel pen, but it doesn't matter. I have an aluminum one here. And these happen to have glass breakers on. They're tactical pens, and therefore they're very practical. They even got little flashlights on the end. Now they're not enough. It's not bright enough to blind somebody, but these glass breaking ends are very pointy, and you can stab into somebody. You're probably not going to stop them by stabbing them to the body, though you certainly can cause some damage. But if you hit him here, or you go to his face and hit him in the neck, or they pop him in the eye or into the face like that, you are going to do damage, and you are going to back him off. So that's a nice little survival tool. Another thing, this is my favorite really, is the flashlight. The flashlight, my favorite, not because it's effective, because I can blind a person. I can also do my impact type movements, right? Pow, pow, that type of movement. But because it's easy to explain. I'm carrying this because I drop my keys. At nighttime, I don't like to fumble around in the dark. So I'm always carrying my own handy little flashlight on me. So you can explain why you used it, because you were attacked and you had it on you. Okay, this is a nasty little tool, and it's a tool, but like I say, you got to explain why you're carrying it. If you're not on the coast or you're not a fisherman, it's perfectly legal, but you still might have to explain it if you end up using it as a self-defense tool. And that's a marlin spike. I got a little tape on there, for a little bit of grip. I like to do that sort of stuff because I don't want it to be slippery. And this, it won't slash, but it sure will stab. And it doesn't matter where you stab, you're going in. So a marlin spike, very, very efficient weapon, especially for something like the Medusa system, where you shock, latch, and then stab. And of course, that again, life and death situation, I'm all for peaceful solutions. This here, I've got this wrapped up. I always do this because the product itself is great, but the sheath is not real strong. It's not stitched that well, so I put some tape to make sure it doesn't break. Open it up, and I put some tape on this too for grip. And I use this the way it's actually meant to be used, as a massage tool for working in the muscles, my legs and the bottom of my foot, in my palm and different areas like that. It actually can get knots out of you, and actually feels pretty good. But it is a solid stainless steel bar. It weighs, I think it was 9.5, 9.75 ounces. So, it's got some weight to it, super hard. You have to be careful, because you hit somebody in the head, you hit them right, you could kill them. But if you could crack them in the jaw, that is going to break the jaw, knock out some teeth, and pretty much end the conflict. You could break a collarbone with this pretty easy. This is even heavy enough that if you do hit it to the body, even though you're not stabbing them going in, like that, you could crack a rib, or you could definitely cause some damage. So this is definitely what you would call a force enhancer. This will really do a good job. Screwdriver, if you happen to be carrying one, works really well. It's also very deadly because it's going to go in just like that Marlin spike did. People working in offices, somebody comes in, a scissors is a great thing to be able to just grab onto. If it's perfect, man. You see, you grab your hand, hold it here, stab away. So those are just a few things you can use as strike enhancers. Now, for an old guy like me, before someone gets close, if I know there's a conflict like that, I'm going to tell them to get back, and I'm going to use this guy. This is my Irish shillelagh, and this is a great weapon. But you can use it up close, but it's better at a distance. And you want to have something up. And a lot of situations, they come upon you really fast, and you're already in the fray of it. And you may not get a chance to use something that has this sort of length. So it's good to have some type of strike enhancer. Okay, that's all I have to say. Remember, stay safe out there. Avoid violence whenever you can, and always speak up and fight for what you know is right. Thank you.